Okay, so the story that we're going to be using today is called Spaghetti in a Hot Dog Bun by Maria Dismondy. The delicious smell of breakfast filled the air as Lucy's grandpa handed her a plate. Lucy smeared ketchup on her toast. She turned to her grandpa and said, "Papa Gino, Harriet said she's never heard of ketchup on toast. Her family uses butter and jelly." "It's okay. Not everyone likes the same thing, Lucy. It doesn't mean one person is right or wrong. We're all different. What a boring world it would be if we were all exactly alike. Do you remember what's really important?" Papa Gino asked. "Yes, Papa. Even if we are different from others on the outside, we all have a heart with feelings on the inside." "That's my girl. Remember, when you treat others with love and kindness, you are doing the right thing," Papa Gino replied. I'm noticing Papa Gino's words, and I'm not sure if you're noticing them too, but he seems to be giving her some advice about how to treat other people with love and kindness. So I'm paying extra close to Papa Gino's words here. On the school bus, Lucy and her friend Harriet pulled out some paper and crayons. Sitting across from them was Ralph. As usual, Ralph sat alone. Staring out the window, he looked over at them and rolled his eyes. Ooh, I'm noticing some action here. If Ralph is rolling his eyes, it's making me think that people do that when they're unhappy or upset about something. In the classroom, Lucy sat down near the teacher. Ralph carelessly hurried over and tripped on Lucy's foot. Before long, he was glaring at her. Glaring is when you're giving somebody a really dirty look, and you can see him glaring at her here. So that's also an action I'm noticing. Ralph whispered, "Woof, I can't see the book with this poodle in front of me." Lucy could hear him giggling behind her. "Oh no, why did it have to be me?" she wondered. During lunch, Harriet shouted one of her silly jokes over the other children's voices. As the girls ate, their bellies shook with laughter. So I'm noticing some feelings here. They're laughing. They're pretty happy in this part of the book. Across the table, Ralph hollered, "Yuck! That's the disgusting smell. Whoever heard of eating spaghetti in a hot dog bun?" Okay, so we see the action of him plugging his nose and pointing at Harriet, and we see that her feelings are starting to change on this page. So pay extra close attention to these parts because it's going to help us when we try to figure out their character traits. Tony and the other children at the table turned away from Ralph, shaking their heads. Ralph continued, "Poor little Lucy with her hair so poofy." Tears filled Lucy's eyes and she began to cry. Another action to pay attention to. On the way home, Lucy thought about what happened. Maybe Ralph is mean to me because he thinks being different is bad. I wish he would stop teasing me. Another action found in the pictures but not in the words is him trying to put things in her hair. So always make sure that you're paying attention not just to the words but to the pictures as well. Slowly, Lucy stepped off the bus. "How was your day?" Papa Gino asked. "Fine," she mumbled. Papa reached over and pulled a crayon out of her hair. "How did this happen?" he asked. Lucy didn't say a word. That night, as Papa Gino tucked Lucy into bed, he asked, "Is everything all right at school?" Lucy rolled over. He sat down and whispered, "Always remember, if something's not right, we can work on fixing it together." It's not that easy, thought Lucy. How do I stop Ralph from teasing me? How can he have a heart and be so mean? Lucy had a hard time falling asleep, worrying what would happen tomorrow. Another feeling to pay attention to. The following day, Lucy was surprised to find Ralph leaving her alone until Lucy took the bag Ralph handed her. Inside were dog bones and a note that read, "Lucy, Lucy, eat stinky food that puts us in a big bad mood. Lucy, Lucy, hair shaped like a cone. Here's a treat for you, a yummy dog bone." The beating of Lucy's heart was so loud, she knew everyone around her could hear it. "Stop! It hurts my feelings when you do this, Ralph," Lucy said. "Please stop." Ralph turned and walked away. I want you to pay attention to when the author said the beating of Lucy's heart was so loud. So the author's trying to show you there that he's making her upset. And that's what happens when we're sad about something or upset or nervous, is sometimes our heart can beat fast. It was recess time, and Lucy played alone. She didn't want to tell her teacher about Ralph. She was afraid of being a tattletale. Lucy wished Papa Gino was there to help. What should I do? She asked herself over and over. The bell rang as recess ended. "Help!" cried a child off in the distance. Tony yelled, "Ralph got himself stuck at the top of the monkey bars. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen." "This is my chance. I'll go tell Ralph how mean he really is. M-E-A-N, mean." Lucy stomped off towards the monkey bars. When she reached Ralph, Lucy paused. She looked him in the eye and said, "What you did was so mean." Standing before Ralph, Lucy could hear Papa's words. Ralph did have a heart with feelings. In that moment, Lucy decided what she would do. She saw tears in Ralph's eyes. He hesitated to move and whispered, "I'm scared." Lucy reached out and said, "Here, take my hand," and she helped him down. The two walked back to the classroom without saying a word. So there you want to pay attention to the action. She helps him down, she takes his hand, he tells her he's scared. There's feelings, there's actions, and there's words on this page. As the bus pulled up to Lucy's stop, Ralph reached over and handed her a picture. Lucy was amazed by what she saw. "Thanks," she muttered softly. After she got off the bus, Lucy smiled and said, "Papa, there's this boy Ralph who was really mean to me. Today he was in trouble and I helped him." Papa Gino hugged Lucy and replied, "That took a lot of courage. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. You chose to treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm so proud of you, Lucy." As they walked home, she asked him what was for dinner. When Papa Gino said spaghetti, Lucy knew immediately what she would have for lunch the next day. Her favorite sandwich, spaghetti and a hot dog bun. Okay, so you can see here that I took each character and I looked at their words, actions, and feelings. I saw that Lucy was kind and courageous. I thought Papa Gino was caring and wise for some of the things that he said and did. And I found Ralph to be rude, unkind, and mean based on his actions, words, and feelings. Okay, Brat readers, second graders, it's your turn to try this at home. We'd love for you to comment below in the comment box. Tell us what you're reading, if you found any character traits, and what you're enjoying about reading at home. Talk to you soon.